Good morning and welcome to the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. In studio guest this morning is Mark Solomon from Financial Guide for Special Needs Families. He is part of the family. What do I mean by that? He is part of the Home and Garden Show that is coming up at the end of April. So welcome. Is this your first year with the Home and Garden Show, Mark?
No, it's not. I previously did it, but a few years ago. But this is the first time as a Financial Guide for Special Needs Families.
Fantastic. You and your wife, Suzanne, will be a part of this.
Absolutely.
What exactly, if you could, just give me an overview of what is Financial Guide for Special Needs Families?
Well, basically what we do, we educate and help families put together financial programs specifically designed to their special needs child's now and into future needs. So we just design a program understanding the needs that they have now and into the future, and we work with them in all aspects of their finances.
Give me an example of a hypothetical situation.
Well, I'll just use our family. Our sons are 22-year-old autistic twins. That's the reason that we started our group and the way that we're running our business now. For the most part, as they're being adults, they're usually on SSI, which is supplementary Social Security income. And what we do is we have to help them keep those benefits, but also be able to save for expenses now into the future. So we help people understand ABLE accounts.
I'm sorry, say again?
We help folks with ABLE accounts and special needs trusts, but then also putting together savings for themselves for now, like retirement later, and also helping, get out of debt, put together a budget, all those things.
How is it different? How is doing something like that for special needs families different from just you or me or
like a typical family? Well, the difference is that the average special needs families in America, they spend an average of $5,000 to $10,000 more dollars a year per child. So their expenses are greater. Plus, there's a lot of factors that have to do with government benefits that they have to take into account, where they can't have a certain amount of income, or they have to create other things to make sure they can save for the child's needs now and into the future. That's as I said, ABLE accounts and special needs trusts. So they have to be mindful of also how they want their child's quality of life to be even after they're gone. That's their main concern.
Sounds like a lot of knowledge. You need a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, you have to, And there's a lot that we deal with, yes.
I mean, just as, your average typical family, I know I need knowledge of things like, your 401k,
Right.
But it sounds like on top of that, there's so much more involved. And now, because you're going through this with your own family, you've learned. Is that how you've learned all of this?
Yes, we started our Facebook group 2 years ago, Financial Guidance for Special Needs Families, with the idea that we're in this journey. I've been a professional for now 12 years, but at the time 10 years, and we're like, we want to use this expertise to help special needs families like us be more successful financially. And because of all the aspects of what happens with special needs families through education and, into the future with, therapies and doctors and all the kinds of things that can be, because there's so many diagnoses that we have to work specifically specialized for each family, because each family's needs are different, but we get to utilize the same tools.
Do you find that some of the tools are evolving? Just when you think maybe you have a certain specialty and you're going down this path, that they kind of change the goalpost on you a little bit. Do you find that happens?
Well, yeah, they change laws all the time, like just the tax code this year for ABLE accounts, up the amount that you could save this year from $15,000 to $16,000. But then anything can change with Social Security, with what they require as far as what a disability is. There are some families that have a harder time getting either Medicaid or Medi-Cal because they are on the border, and those borders change. So, you have to know the ins and outs, and we have a lot of resources outside of our own specialty that help folks. We can plug them into lawyers and attorneys and tax professionals, and also advocates that help with education and other programs as well.
Do you find that families who come to you for this financial education, do you find that they are just starting at ground zero? Like you open up this entire world for them that they had no idea was available to them? I mean, do they come in and their eyes open wide up?
Well, we do have people like that who are just starting their journey, but there are some people that have been in it for a long time, like we were. They know some things, or they know of some programs, but all the details, thank God we have expertise and we can look things up, because there's just way too much for someone on their own to sit there and do outside of working with their child. So we just provide that service to help them get that information and that education so that they can implement these strategies for themselves and their families.
Mark Solomon from Financial Guide for Special Needs Families. He will be with his wife, Suzanne, at the Home and Garden Show. It's coming up the end of April. In the meantime, because we still have a month before the show.
Right.
In the meantime, how do we get in touch with you? Someone's driving around saying, "Oh boy, I need Mark."
Yeah, you can go to consultwithmark@yahoo.com and send me an email. Again, that's consultwithmark@yahoo.com. We also have a webpage, SNF Guidance. That's snfguidance.com. You can leave information there or set an appointment, or you can just go to our Facebook group at Financial Guidance for Special Needs Families and just join. All we have is a few questions, and then we'll be more than happy to have you.
Let's go back to the web again. It's SNF, that stands for Special Needs Families.
That's correct.
SNF, what's the rest of it?
Guidance.
Guidance. SNF Guidance at
just.com.
.com. Perfect. Mark, thanks for being with us this morning. Welcome to the family of the Home and Garden Show.
Thank you.
Big happy family. We'll have pizza together. You'd think I'm kidding. We will.
Okay.
And Suzanne as well. Welcome her to the family. Thanks for coming in and explaining everything that needs to be explained. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
Thank you.